Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, AirsoftAL. Yes, you are reading the title correctly. We'll be reacting today to, of course, USAirsoft. Which, in a way, I have to thank him, his corporate sellout shill ass. Yeah, I can't blame him. He's got to make that money, man. I mean, I agree. Everyone's got to do what they can to make a way to basically survive in this world. That's how it is. But I will have words with you if you ever come down here about the XR5, the CSI Dragon. The futuristic rifle that you claimed that negative review on. Yeah, no, we're gonna have words about that whenever you come down. But in all seriousness, though, USAirsoft's countdown list is kind of what's really propelled my, well, channel in a weird sense. Ladies and gentlemen, it has literally been a long, long, long time since I've reacted to a USAirsoft countdown list. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's stop gabbing and let's get into the list, shall we? Oh, by the way, before we actually get into the list, I want to let you know that my editing style has differed because the new gaming laptop here, yeah, it crashes every time I try to use OBS. So, yeah. Let's get into it, shall we?
I live in a country where the M4 is the norm, the standard of airsoft, a place where if you don't have an M4, then you're the weirdo.
Sad to say, that's right. I mean, it's weird to say that, but then again, the Armalite rifle's kind of been a staple of the United States since Vietnam. So in a weird sense, yeah, if you don't got an M4, or at least an AR-15, or any sort of Armalite-style platform in Airsoft, or at least at some point in Airsoft, you're going to either be looked at in three ways. One, weirdo. Two, you're a connoisseur of the Kalashnikov, and you believe in the Church of Kalashnikov. Or three, you don't like the over-tactical M4 nature, and you just want to go with something that isn't a damn M4. Which, in that case, might I recommend a G36 or a G3 rifle. Or even the FAL. I'm just saying, folks, there's a lot more options out there than just a goddamn M4. I'm just saying.
Like not having mods in Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I honestly can't remember the last time I saw something completely crazy on the field. Something that was put together in a garage over the course of a couple weeks. Or a real piece of work.
Hold up. Hold up. You mean tell me someone made a fucking SKS? Not just an SKS, the SKS M? Folks, I'm going to take a second here and I'm going to read what this dude did because, I'm sorry, the only SKS that I know of that was an Airsoft are two versions. One, that piece of shit shell ejecting one from China. And two, a UK Arms one, which I swear to God, if you guys try to make me review that thing, I will disown every single one of you. Swear to God, I will. But let's take a look at this one, and correction. There was one more that was actually made by the same guy who actually made the pump-action grenade launcher, which I can't for the life of me think of what the name was of it, but yeah, no. I'm just going to go ahead and read what this is, because I gotta read this. Okay, so it's powered with a Mancraft HPA engine. Why? Whatever. You know, HPA was, in my opinion, HPA is meant to do that. It's meant to be that thing where you do awesome stuff with it. So you know what? I'm going to give it a pass. I'm going to give it a pass on this one. And currently feeds with AK mid-caps, as it should, because the more modern SKSs do feed with AK magazines, or at least the ones in Canada, from what I've seen. Moving on. The stock and bayonet are real. Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Okay then. The barrel and hop-up are purchased, and the rest is machined aluminum and steel or 3D print. That is fucking cool, Sam. Sam G, that is awesome. And I'm curious, do you do custom orders? I'm dead fucking serious here. Do you do custom orders? Because if you do, or you consider making this thing, like, take it to SEMA or GNG, you know, just one of the two companies, please. Hell, I'm more than happy to make it for an AEG variant. I'm more than happy if there's an AEG variant. Please, I'm begging you. Do you have any idea how long we've been wanting SKS and Airsoft? Long-ass damn time, I'm not gonna lie. Moving on.
Like this amazing looking custom SKS that I'll go over in another countdown one day.
You goddamn cock tease. You show a picture of an SKS and you don't even fucking talk about it? You know, just for that, I'm gonna skip this. I'm gonna skip this. If you ain't gonna talk about the SKS, I'm not gonna show the SKS. Fuck you, we're moving on. Let's get to the actual number 5. Let's get to number 5. I wonder what's at number 5, Scott. What the hell do you have at number 5 that's gonna make me forgive you for teasing an SKS and not even fucking talking about the SKS, okay? What's at number 5? What's at number 5?
You got Shovel, you got beautiful AK-47.
I heard Shovel and I heard AK-47. Scott, where are you going with this?
Well, just slap them together and bang, Shovel 47.
Excuse me, what?
What in the name of Mother of Rust am I looking at? And yes, no folks, that is the AK-47 from Rust. And since that game is a post-apocalyptic game, and this guy's obviously dressed up as either a raider, traitor, or otherwise, I am now entitled to quickly play this bit of music. There you go. But in all seriousness though, what the hell? You know what, let's let Scott explain. Let's let Scott explain what the hell this is. Although, it's from Sweden. Pepe. You know, I'm gonna let Scott pronounce your name because I'm gonna butcher it to hell and back. So let's go ahead and listen to this guy because I'm now instantly intrigued. And Scott, you've earned a little bit of my bar. Like my bar for my disappointment is up a bit. It's no longer lower. It's not up a bit. So I want to know what the hell this guy has and how the hell he made this fucking thing.
Brilliant. Peppy from Sweden made this out of an old SEMA, and hearing that this is from a Swedish builder doesn't even surprise me. So many awesome builders have been coming out of Sweden, I've noticed. Thinking about it, this would be a nice and cheap build for some of you guys with shallow pockets. Got $130? Then just build a Shovel 47, then bury it to get some of that good old rust growing on it.
$130? Maybe if you had a little bit more money, but I'm sorry, for the majority of us, we'll probably use something a little less, probably $70 AKs. I mean, SEMA makes $70 AKs. We'd probably use those, which can be upgraded, mind you, and turn into that. But I'm sorry, Scott, not a lot of people got $130 in my neck of the woods. The majority of us are broke-ass folks who are farmers. But again, I'm padding out the runtime by this point. Let's just continue on, shall we?
In the end, this was built for a Swedish LARP event called Bloodsband Reloaded, and thanks to the game Rust, that gave Peppy the idea of using his yard tools with Airsoft. I mean, why not? It beats a lot of the other stuff that I see all over the place, and you're bound to get some looks with something like this. So Peppy has something different for a different type of event to go along with a playstyle that I could see myself jumping into one day.
I mean, yeah. Or mind you, they can look at other games like Fallout, Fallout 2, Fallout 3, the majority of the Fallout series. Rust is a good example. Ark's a really good example. Or any and all post-apocalyptic media. And or steampunk. Or dieselpunk. Frostpunk. Really, anything with punk in the title, I think you're going to be finding some really good inspiration for weapons. But in all seriousness, though, the post-apocalyptic media has been kind of the main staple for the majority of everything, if not a lot of things, for like all just a lot of cool stuff in terms of firearms and guns, even some energy-based weapons in general. But you know what, Pepe, you got an awesome gun. Now I fucking dare you to make the Chinese assault rifle for Fallout 3. I dare you. I double dog dare you. You know what? I triple dog dare you, motherfucker. Do it. Dare you! Anyway, I'm stalling. Let's get to number 4, because I'm really curious what's at number 4 now. What's at number 4, Scott? What do you got at number 4? What you got?
So this may be cheating.
The moment he said this may be cheating, already my hopes have been somewhat lowered. Scott, what the hell, man?
But how about a crossbow sniper rifle?
What? What the fuck?
Motherfucker say what?
This was a Tokamuri VSR-10 that was stock once upon a time.
The only other bow I can think of that's an airsoft bow is one that my buddies made, and that's back there behind... Now, I'm gonna go get it. I'm actually gonna go get it. In terms of airsoft crossbows, this is the only other one I know of that existed. But now that Germany stepped on... Shit! But no, seriously, building it out of a VSR-10 body, that's ingenuity. And that's actually kind of cool, because the cylinder is not powered by a spring, it's powered by a crossbow bolt, essentially, or not really a bolt, a string of sorts. But no, that's actually kind of cool. So let's just, I'm gonna let the whole thing play out, and like I said, I'll come back and get my thoughts on it. Unless something really cool about it, then I'll chime back in.
But now it's a straight pull short barreled hybrid that could, in retrospect, hit 800 feet per second if you were to tighten the bow and have a full-sized barrel. Jeff Airsoft of Belgium.
Ah, Belgium. I am sorry. I said Germany instead of Belgium. I am completely sorry. Please forgive me, Belgium. But seriously, your flags look very similar. Just stripes and all. Either way, moving on.
Said it's the only one of its kind in the world, and that this thing could reach 270 feet with good ammunition. I've seen someone already use a crossbow converted into a BB thrower, but this is stuck somewhere in the middle. Gotta give it to Jeff though. Adding a bit more challenge to playing airsoft is pretty honorable, and having the ability to change your velocity on a spring-powered bolt-action rifle is really stand out. Just like this freaking awesome APS Cam 870 shotgun.
I'm sorry, what? Ross? I'm sorry, I gotta play this clip. I gotta play this clip for both the crossbow and this. Oh, this clip is deserving of it.
Just take all my money! Oh, not this soon! Not this soon! Ah!
Yeah. I'm sorry. My gun boner is at full mast right now. We're only 3 guns in. We're only 4 guns in. I am very happy. And 2, I want, Ross, if you're making custom orders, please put me down for a pre-order. Just pre-order, please, including my entire audience and anyone who's ever watching this, please.
Fitted to a Bullpup Unlimited stock kit. But then again, Ross Radford of the Explosive Enterprises Airsoft team is a legend in its own right. Need I have to show this mech suit he turned in for the unique loadout show again? Whatever, we'll check out another build by Ross Radford anyway, before we move on to the next section. It just wouldn't be a crazy build countdown without his flamethrower. This is not basic or a common sight. You can even argue that this isn't an airsoft gun at all.
Couldn't even argue it's not an airsoft gun at all. Well, no shit, Scott, what the hell tipped you off the first damn time? Was it the fact it's a fucking flamethrower? Or the fact the dude's dressed up like the pyro from Team Fortress 2? Again, one of the two there, my friend. One of the fucking two. Also, technically speaking, that's a heavy weapon. Or a drop in many other games. But I will admit, airsoft gun? No. Absolute destructive mayhem, psychological inducing, just overall insane weapon?
Of course!
This will make any confident HPA user going for ROF or DSG wizard respect you as you pour out BBs at 100 or 140 rounds per second at 150 to 450 feet per second, depending on pressure output.
Respect? Yes. Out of fear? Definitely. Because if they ain't calling their hits, or there's some shenanigans going on in the field, I can imagine Ross just cranking up the thing real quick and just laying rounds downrange. I wouldn't even be surprised if he's yelling at the top of his lungs, "Cry some more!" Again, I wouldn't be surprised. But then again, Ross, please let me know in the comment section down below if you do, and if so, how many people have you scared the hell out of? I am definitely curious.
Dialed up to the max, this would be an absolute terror that would probably get banned all over the place. Forget about 40 mic shells. Ross puts those to shame with this crafty mind and less than $100, but at least he plays with this flamethrower kit respectively, at only 120 rounds a second with a velocity of 225 feet per second. I say only, as if 120 rounds being shot at you is nothing. Could be a lot worse though. Ross deserves some recognition for this whole kit too. Love the shells across the chest and the oddly apparent Ghostbusters feel. This could be in a top spot of a future show for sure, because the Explosives Enterprises team is a group to look up to for some of the most unique kits in the world.
I mean, yeah, no joke. I mean, Jesus Christ, a flamethrower kit. Again, I know I've said it already for the past couple guns, but I'm going to say it again. You taking pre-orders? Because I can think of a few people who would actually love to buy that. Dead serious. I am among them. Or hell, if you got a sample you need someone to review, Command's Airsoft are right here. More than happy to review it. Just saying. Moving on to number 3.
This is Joshua's Call of Duty Zombies inspired Ray Gun Mark II.
That is fucking awesome. I'm sorry, that is really fucking cool. The fact that this guy actually made the Ray Gun Mark II. Please tell me he was able to fire and burst. Please tell me he was. And judging by the handle, let me guess, Crytek, right? So it's a Crytek fucking M4. And the gun, and the only gun that's actually small enough for that profile would be the fucking PDW they have. I know you may be saying, Al, that's pretty good. How do you surmise that? Well, considering that it's either a PDW or he had to cut down an actual Crytek M4, that's just how it is. That and Crytek's are the only ones that I know of that have that style of trigger guard. Anyway, I'm going to let Scott do the rest because I'm just going to wait till the end to actually make my full comments.
Joshua said when he saw a 3D printed model of the ray gun on Etston 3D, he just had to make this one on screen a part of reality. His first step was to research what gun could possibly fit inside if he hollowed out the 3D model, and of course he picked the Crytek PDW Mark II.
Called it!
For the barrel length and for its internal reliability. Joshua also decided to experiment with the X-Cortec XT301 compact tracer, and after a few weeks, the model was printed and sent overseas to his doorstep in securely packaged, easy-to-assemble pieces. The ray gun was obviously not intended to house an airsoft gun inside of it, so Joshua had to get to work with the Dremel. After all the pieces were cut and checked for fitment, the painting was next. Spray paint and acrylic paint was carefully applied. The green paint is actually fluorescent, so it kind of glows under UV lights.
You know, that is something I've always wanted to know. Why don't we have glow-in-the-dark paint? I mean, yeah, I know people are going to immediately roll their eyeballs, but I'm sorry, for something like this, for the Ray Gun Mark II, glow-in-the-dark paint would be an amazing thing. I'm just saying, guys. Any company out there that actually makes paint, please tell me you have some glow-in-the-dark paint. Or at least glow-in-the-dark acrylic paint, something that actually sticks to polymer. Either way, though, let's continue.
After Bondo, superglue, duct tape, and Velcro, it was finally done. Originally, it was going to have LED lights, and the whole thing was going to be held by magnets, but he ran into some internal spacing issues and the lack of electronic wiring knowledge. So for now, it's being held by Velcro, but what can you do?
I'm not gonna lie, that's actually really true. I mean, what can you do? But anyway, I think we've spent enough time on this because, believe me, by this point in time, I just want to get through this list because I've already seen enough of the Ray Gun Mark II. It's actually really nice. Let's actually move on to, well, the number 2 spot, because I'm really curious what number 2 spot he's got, because there can't be anything that's just as cool.
Classic Army Chainsaw M249 from Denmark.
Let me get this straight. The guy made a custom chainsaw.
That's fucking metal as fuck, dude!
From Denmark. And the guy's name is Clement? Proceed.
Thanks to an old school returning submitter named Clement. Hey AirsoftAL, I know you're watching this. I bet you're going crazy watching this countdown because some of these builds are just too much to take in all at once. Starting off here, I need to state that this build isn't even done yet, despite how it looks.
The damn thing ain't even done yet. Scotty boy, thanks for the shout out, by the way. You know what? Fuck Scott. Clement. Quoting JonTron.
I'll take your entire stock!
Please, Clement, tell me you will have this thing as a custom order thing. I beg of you. I'm begging you here. Please tell me you will be selling these things, cause I'll happily review one if you want someone to review it. I will happily take one. I will happily give you my house for this. Actually, no, that's probably ridiculous. You know what? We don't need to see any more. You know what? We need to see a little bit more. We need to learn a little bit more And I just want to skip to number 2. Let's learn a little bit more.
No, there's even more testosterone that needs to go into this monster. Clement still plans on making this a more juggernaut optimal weapon by putting an HPA engine in it and making an ammo backpack feeding both BBs and air to the weapon. Might as well just add on some truck nuts under the barrel while you're at it, but that's just me talking. On the inside, this beast is completely decked out, starting with the Sistema Magnum motor, Core 1801 gear set, Garter 130 spring, Airsoft Pro hop-up chamber, G&G green hop-up rubber, Mad Bull Python 455mm 6.03 inner barrel, an SHS piston with 2 metal teeth, an Airsoft Pro nozzle, an SHS CNC piston head, and an SHS CNC cylinder head. Then came the outside overhaul that consists of an A&K M249 nutsack mag, the Muggin Fire chainsaw grip, 3 SCAR CASV rails, a SEMA Swordfish front muzzle brake, a Chinese M249 lower rail handguard, Airsoft Pro dummy 5.56 rounds, and the Classic Army M203 long grenade launcher. A lot of these parts came cheap though, thanks to secondhand deals and spare parts, but still, $1,039 ain't cheap to most people unless you eat and bathe in Gucci bags and HPA M4s.
Let me get this straight. So even if he does, let me get this straight, Clement. Even if you do make this damn thing, even if you start selling them, you have to sell them at well over 2,000 American? You know, let's get to number 2 already, because if I stay any closer on this thing, I'm gonna be one to basically pull out a second loan, a loan on my house. Maybe a second loan.
I should have done this show so long ago.
Really? What the fuck gave you that fucking thing, huh? Also, nice AK. I really do like that AK. That's really nice.
Just showing off some of the craziest builds I've ever seen from all around the world. This was just a taste of it, and I have so much more to check out and to show off, so go ahead and subscribe now if you haven't already for even more stuff like this.
Okay, that's cool. He basically took a Nerf CS6 and basically popped an AK into it. That's cool.
I'll be hitting 150,000 subscribers soon, and I could really use your help to get there. I'll even do another crazy Airsoft build show when we break that milestone, with a couple gift card giveaways just spread out to celebrate. I have to thank everyone who submitted for the show on the USAirsoft Facebook and on the Airsoft Heretics group on Facebook for hosting the most popular poll that most of these builds were submitted to. Also, big shouts to everyone who spanked that like button in the last countdown, as we broke 800 likes in a day. And I thought that was pretty awesome, so I really mean it when I say thank you. You guys are really helping me out with all the support. I have a lot more to work on so I can have more content your way, so I guess that's it for me this time.
That was a fucking Halo Magnum. Suppressed. You know, why don't we just go ahead and end the video there? Scott, once again, knocked it out of the park with the list. And Jesus Christ, to all the people who submitted their builds to the list, that was pretty amazing. I'm not gonna lie, folks, that was really fucking amazing. But Jesus Christ, to the guys who actually do make these things, I gotta ask, will you ever make the pre-order thing, you know, just asking for a friend? I'm just wondering. Also, if I haven't said already, and I haven't used the clip already, I'm gonna use it now, because I know every single one of you is saying this. To the guy who made the SKS, to the guy who made a crossbow, to the guy who made a fucking beast of an LMG. To all of those guys who made these awesome guns, I, along with everyone else who sees this awesome stuff, are immediately saying this.
Just take all my money. Oh, not this soon, not this soon! I'll take your entire stock!
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me for a somewhat weird reaction video type deal. I know it's weird, it's one of those things. Either way, though, I want to say thank you to Scott for that nice shout out, and who knows, maybe down the line you can react to one of my videos, I'm just saying. Anyway, thank you all for watching. As always, I've been AirsoftAL, and I will see all you lovely people in the next video. Till next time, also do know the original video is down in the description or the comment section down below. Along there will be my PayPal if you would consider donating. It's folks like you that keep the channel afloat, and I will see you guys in the next video. Till next time.